Here is a psychology fact you are not ready for. Self-control is not about willpower. It never was. The people who seem to have unlimited discipline, the ones who wake up early, stay consistent, never flinch, they are not fighting their urges harder than you. They have simply built a relationship with discomfort that most people spend their entire lives running from. And that difference is everything. Psychologists call it impulse regulation mastery. And once you understand how it actually works, you will finally see why every attempt you have made at discipline eventually collapsed. Why you start strong and fade. Why motivation arrives and disappears. Why you know exactly what you should be doing and still do not do it. Your habits, your consistency, your ability to follow through, all of it is shaped by one thing. And it is not your character. It is your nervous system's relationship with discomfort. But here is where it gets even worse. Here is the painful part. Your brain is not designed for self-control. It is designed for survival. And in your brain's operating system, discomfort equals danger.
So every time you try to do something hard, skip the instant reward, sit with boredom, push through resistance, your brain fires a threat signal. Not because you are weak, because you are human. The problem is that you have spent years obeying that signal without questioning it. And now your entire life is smaller than it should be because you keep stopping every time your brain says stop. And this next part explains why your life has not changed yet. This happens because self-control is not a moral quality. It is a trained tolerance. The 1% of people who operate at the highest level of discipline are not more virtuous than you. They have simply been exposed to discomfort enough times that their nervous system stopped treating it as an emergency. The feeling of resistance no longer means stop to them. It means start. Your brain does this to protect you from failure, from embarrassment, from the pain of trying and not succeeding. So it creates a story that you are not ready, that it is not the right time, that you will begin tomorrow when conditions are better. That story has been running your life, and it is not true. It is a survival mechanism dressed up as reason. The people who reach this level do not feel more motivated than you. They do not wake up energized every single day. They feel the same resistance, the same pull toward comfort, the same voice telling them to wait. The difference is they have stopped negotiating with that voice. They act before the feeling catches up. They have learned that discipline is not the absence of the urge to quit. It is the choice to move anyway. And here is what that costs. It costs the short-term version of you everything. Every comfort you delay, every distraction you refuse, every moment you choose the harder right thing over the easier wrong one. But it pays back in a currency nothing else can buy. A life that actually belongs to you. A version of yourself that you do not have to apologize for or explain away. You already know what you need to do. You have known for a long time. The information was never the problem. The problem is that you keep waiting to feel ready before you begin. And readiness is a feeling your brain manufactures to keep you safe. It will never fully arrive. Not because you are broken, because that is how the brain works. Readiness is not the starting line. Action is. Every day you wait for the feeling to change is a day you hand control of your life back to a nervous system that was never built to make your biggest decisions. If you want to reach this level, start with one rule. The 5-second rule for your nervous system. The next time you feel the urge to delay, to scroll, to avoid, to tell yourself you will do it later, count to 5.
3,
and move before you reach 0. Not because you feel ready, because your brain is about to build a reason to stop, and you need to be already moving before it finishes the sentence. Do it once, then do it again and again. Not because you will always win, but because every time you act in spite of the resistance, you are weakening the signal. You are teaching your nervous system a new definition of discomfort. That discomfort is not danger. It is the feeling of becoming someone different from who you were yesterday. The 1% are not special. They are simply further along in the practice. And the practice starts the moment you stop waiting for it to feel easier and decide that hard is exactly where you need to be. Start now. The feeling will catch up later.